Welcome back to Graveyard Dance. A few years ago, we're woken up by our dogs who wanted to go to the bathroom. It was about 3:30 in the morning, so it was still dark out. We had just had some trees cut down that had died out in our yard, which made the night sky completely visible. As we let the dogs out, I had just made my morning coffee and was standing out there watching them when I happened to look up at the sky, and much to my surprise, I saw what looked like a giant glowing egg went flying across the sky. It wasn't like a close-up thing or anything, but it really did look like a big egg that went blurring across the sky. I just remember thinking, did I just really see what I think I just saw? About as fast as I had that thought, I saw several military jets and helicopters fly over, as if they were trying to catch up to it. There wouldn't have been a snowball's chance, but that's what it seemed like. Was it really aliens from another planet that flew over our farm, or was it the military testing something that had possibly reversed engineered? Either way, that's the first thing that I thought of when I was suggested to cover this story. There's not really many actual photos for the case, so we'll do the best we can with what we have to work with. Before we get to that, we hope you'll head over to our website and check out all our past work. There's plenty of videos ranging from true crime to dark history. We have so many different things if you're looking for spooky, dark, or weird. Again, that's graveyarddance.com. Another thing to check out there while you're at it is our shop called Steam Engine Sales. There you'll find all kinds of t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and other things that you'll absolutely love. One last thing, please, we beg of you. Help us grow. I can't stress how important it is to us that you like and follow us on social media, and most importantly, become a subscriber to our channel. We love you all and want you to become a member of the Graveyard Dance family. So head to the very bottom of our website and click those subscribe and follow buttons, please. Let's get on to the story. In 1964, something very strange happened in a small town called Socorro, New Mexico. This event is known as the Socorro UFO incident. It all started when a police officer named Lonnie Zamora saw something unusual while he was on duty. This story has fascinated many people for years because it involves a mysterious object that some believe was from outer space. Lonnie Zamora was a police officer in Socorro. He was known for being honest and hardworking. On April 24, 1964, he was driving his patrol car when he heard an explosion-like sound. Curious about what it could be, he decided to investigate. The sound came from a remote area outside of town. It was loud enough to catch Lonnie's attention, so he drove towards it. As he got closer, he noticed something shiny in the distance. This shiny object looked very different from anything he had ever seen before. When Lonnie arrived at the site, he saw a strange craft sitting on the ground. It was oval-shaped and had strange markings on it. The object seemed to be about 15 feet long and had legs that looked like they were made of metal. Lonnie felt both excited and scared at the same time. As Lonnie got out of his car to take a closer look, he noticed two figures near the craft. They were small and wore white suits that covered their entire bodies. Lonnie couldn't see their faces clearly because they were wearing helmets. Suddenly, the craft began to make a loud noise and flames shot out from underneath it. Lonnie quickly realized that this was not just any ordinary vehicle. It seemed to be some kind of spaceship. Feeling frightened, he jumped back into his patrol car. Just as Lonnie got into his car, the object lifted off the ground. It rose into the air silently and then took off at an incredible speed towards the mountains nearby. Lonnie watched in amazement as it disappeared from sight. After witnessing this extraordinary event, Lonnie knew he had to report what he saw. He drove back to town and told his fellow officers about the UFO sighting. Many people were skeptical at first. They thought maybe Lonnie had imagined everything or seen something else. Soon after Lonnie reported his sighting, investigators from various organizations became interested in what happened in Socorro. The United States Air Force, USAF, sent officials to look into the incident because they wanted to find out if there really was a UFO. When investigators arrived at the site where Lonnie saw the craft, they found some interesting evidence. There were burn marks on the ground where the object had landed and strange impressions left by its legs. These signs suggested that something unusual had indeed been there. Lonnie gave detailed descriptions of what he saw during his encounter with the UFO. He described how bright and shiny it looked and how fast it flew away when it took off. His account remained consistent throughout all interviews with investigators. Despite all this evidence, many people still doubted Lonnie's story. Some thought that maybe he had seen a helicopter or some other aircraft instead of a UFO. However, those who believed him pointed out that helicopters do not have oval shapes or make no noise when flying away like what Lonnie described. Scientists also examined physical evidence from the site where Lonnie saw the UFO. They studied soil samples and analyzed them for any unusual materials or chemicals that might indicate an extraterrestrial presence, but found nothing conclusive. As news spread about what happened in Socorro, media outlets began covering this story extensively. Newspapers published articles about Officer Zamora's experience with headlines like "UFO sighted." This brought even more attention to Socorro than ever before. The Socorro incident sparked interest among people who were curious about UFOs and extraterrestrial life beyond Earth. Many began looking up at night skies hoping to catch a glimpse of something unusual themselves. In response to growing public interest regarding unidentified flying objects, UFOs, various government agencies started releasing reports detailing their investigations into sightings across America, including those similar to Officer Zamora's experience. One significant project established by USAF during this time was called Project Blue Book, which aimed at collecting data related specifically toward investigating claims surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP. This program lasted until 1969 when it concluded without finding definitive proof supporting alien visitation claims despite numerous reported encounters nationwide. Even after Project Blue Book ended, researchers continued studying incidents like those experienced by Officer Zamora seeking answers regarding unexplained phenomena occurring around our planet, some believing these events could hint toward intelligent life existing elsewhere within our universe. The impact of this incident reached far beyond just local communities. Its influence extended into popular culture too. Movies featuring aliens became more common following such sightings, leading audiences worldwide captivated by stories exploring possibilities surrounding extraterrestrial beings visiting Earth. Many authors wrote books discussing various aspects concerning not only Officer Zamora's encounter, but also broader topics involving unidentified flying objects throughout history. These publications helped keep public interest alive over decades since original occurrence occurred back in '64. Several documentaries have been produced focusing specifically upon events surrounding Socorro, including interviews conducted with witnesses alongside expert opinions analyzing available evidence presented during investigations. Debates continue between UFO hopefuls and skeptics who argue against the validity behind the claims made regarding alleged sightings. Believers argue that there must be intelligent life forms beyond our planet capable of traveling vast distances through space. This ongoing discussion keeps the topic relevant even today, encouraging further exploration. So what really happened during that fateful day back in April 1964? While we may never know for sure whether Officer Zamora encountered visitors from another world or simply misidentified conventional aircraft, the legacy left behind continues to inspire future generations who wish to explore the possibilities surrounding the existence of life beyond our Earth. We really hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you have a question, comment, or even a story idea, drop them in the comments section below. We'd really love to hear from you. Also, we'd really love to hear where our watchers are actually from. Drop your state in the comments below as well. I think that's about all for this week. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our content. Till next time, thanks for watching.